Good morning. Good morning. I am the Reverend Edith A. Love. It is my great joy, honor, and privilege to stand before you today as your minister here at UUFBR. I took a walk a few weeks ago after the sky had grown cloudy at our home in Del Rey. Before I left, my partner said, "It looks like it's about time for the 3 p.m. storm." And I said, "Oh, is it?" And I checked the weather, and yes, indeed, 34% chance of rain. I said, "All right, I'll still do it." So I put on my shoes and I walked out the door down the street and headed for the park on the edge of the neighborhood next to the lake. I took a brisk pace. As I got down to the water, I saw something that stopped me in my tracks. The same old dock that had been there for God knows how many years, crumbly and gray with age, had suddenly been replaced with a brand new dock, new wood, shiny caps on top of the posts. The aging dock that I had walked down to and stood on so many times was gone, and instead was a fully functional dock. Didn't look anything like the old one. I stood there taking it all in, and I began to wonder if maybe sometimes our lives can be like that too. We go through our day-to-day routines and everything follows a familiar rhythm, and it looks pretty similar time after time. And then one day, all of a sudden, everything is different. Things were happening just under the surface or behind the scenes, unnoticed, and then voila, a massive change. What can we do with that change? That sudden shift can feel like loss. It can hurt. It can be scary. We might not know how to handle it. And it might be necessary to grieve for what feels like loss, or what is a very concrete loss. And also maybe that sudden shift can bring a gift along with it. Change can bring new opportunity. Today is my last day in the pulpit at UUFBR. It is time to say goodbye. And one day, before you know it, you'll be welcoming a whole new minister to this pulpit. It is hard, and it's good. It's good because you will be opening a new chapter. I am going to be just fine, and so are you. And this is the way that it works. Our relationship must end. This is a good boundary to hold so that it clears space for your next minister. All ministries end, my loves. Some are longer than others. But that is the nature of how this works. This is the nature of parish ministry. So, some changes that I see on the horizon for you right now. Hope for Us is amping up. I believe they just had their first meeting yesterday. They have begun meeting with a small group of leaders among us, and then I think they will move on to meeting with more people as time goes on. I believe you will see a lot of their positive influence here at UUFBR. And the work has been quietly building behind the scenes for over a year now. One change I'd like to highlight, I hope you may consider shifting how stewardship is done. Stewardship is a fancy word for how we get the money to run this place. Last time Ron and I were in the pulpit together, we talked about weaving. This is a loom. You will use it, I hope, for your stewardship campaign. And when you make a donation of time, talent, or treasure, you will weave a part of yourself into this loom. That is my hope. I'll show you how it works later if you want me to. This is the altar cloth that you helped weave recently. It's about 8 feet long. It's your gift to do with whatever you want. You helped make it because you are the fabric of UUFBR. All the people are the congregation, and every person is important, and every voice, every thought, every thread matters. Who may I give this to on behalf of the congregation?
Judy, accept it. Go, Judy. Go, Judy. Go.
Now I've lost my spot. Speaking of space being cleared, there are opportunities to serve in leading this congregation forward into what you want it to be. We need people who are dedicated to this congregation's growth and healing and health to help steer the ship. Do you have skills in administration, in project management? Are you deeply moved to live out our Unitarian Universalist values in the world? And how we guide ourselves. You might not think you are board material, but I assure you, you are. So give it some thought, if you would, please. Boards should be intentionally inclusive in every way possible, in age, geography, national origin, orientation, gender identity, income, every way possible. Additionally, you may have noticed that the congregation is going to need another minister. I know that you will embrace them when they come, just like you embraced me. There are big changes, and I know that you are up to the challenge. You have all the strength you need right inside of you. And if you are struggling with change or anything else, our care team is here to listen. This congregation is an extraordinary place, filled with people who want to make a big difference in this world, and you are making a difference in this world. You might feel overwhelmed at times. All of us do. That's a profoundly human experience, isn't it? When circumstances outside of us feel like too much, we might want to stop things, slam on the brakes, make the world stop, I want to get off. But it's okay to take a rest, and yet we can't stop the world, no matter how much we might want to. We have to let ourselves feel it. We have to let it in, the good, the bad, and the ugly. Donna Fald says, there is no controlling life. Try corralling a lightning bolt, containing a tornado. Dam a stream, and it will create a new channel. Resist, and the tide will sweep you off your feet. Allow, and the grace will carry you to higher ground. The only safety lies in letting it all in, the wild and the weak, fears, fantasies, failures, and successes. When loss rips off the doors of the heart, or sadness veils your vision with despair, practice becomes simply bearing the truth. In the choice to let go of your known way of being, the whole world will be revealed to your new eyes. And so I ask you to flow with the changes, my loves. Embrace the shifts. Change is not comfortable, but it can be exciting. Please find a way to contribute to the resistance to growing fascism in our nation, here in South Florida and wherever you can. You are already doing so much, and I know that you are up to the challenge. The year we have spent together was not a mistake. It was full of life and love and learning. You've discovered that you need someone who lives and works full-time in South Florida, and that's okay. I have had the great privilege of spending time with you protesting on behalf of immigration, facilitating a wonderful educational series on racism, watching countless sunrises over the ocean, and participating in a magical solstice service, among so many other experiences that I treasure. I am grateful for my time here. I'd like to share a prayer with you that I found several years ago on the internet. It is titled A Prayer of Good Intention. Dear God, so far I've done all right. I haven't gossiped, haven't lost my temper, I haven't been greedy, grumpy, nasty, selfish, or overindulgent. I'm really glad about that. But in a few minutes, God, I'm going to get out of bed, so I'm going to need a lot more help. Whether you believe in a divine mystery that assists people or not, you have everything you need. You can do this. I know you've got what it takes to look these challenges in the metaphorical eye, roll up your sleeves, and tackle them directly. You may think you aren't strong enough, but I know that you are. The Dalai Lama says, if you think you are too small to make a difference, try sleeping with a mosquito. I have such faith in you and your gifts, my loves. Reverend Martin Luther King Jr. said, faith is taking the first step even when you can't see the whole staircase. You are taking the next right step, and the one after that, and the one after that. I am so tremendously proud of you. My colleague, Reverend Vanessa Rush Southern, says of leaving, I am realizing I can't take much of this with me. I can pack up my books, but the rest I leave behind. The love that I gave, the wisdom we acquired, the fingerprints I left on this place. And its people are so intangible. The most important things we do with our lives we cannot pack and carry. All that we love, we must eventually have to release and trust to the universe. I love you with every fiber of my being, and it is time to release you. I trust you, and I trust the universe to hold you and carry you, because now is your time to fly. As the poet said, in the choice to let go of your known way of being, the whole world is revealed to your new eyes. Let these changes change you. I know there is nothing you cannot accomplish. Rilke says we are cradled close. Rilke says, we are cradled close in your hands and lavishly flung forth. It is time for your next chapter. I love you, I love you, I love you. You've got this. Abundant blessings on your ministry, beloveds. Amen, ashe, and blessed be. Come in closer. We all love each other. We're under the wide open sky today. Isn't it beautiful? Today, we hold sacred the changes in our lives, the passing of another year, and the hopes we carry for the future. In one of my favorite UU rituals, we are now marking the passing of time with intention. This is a chance for us to release anything from the past year that we want to let go of. We do this in community as a part of our promise to walk through all life's joys and sorrows in the tangled blessing of it all. We can choose to put down what doesn't serve us anymore as we continue on our journey. And in this way, may we find a measure of peace and happiness. We have all the things we have been carrying from the past year that we wish we could set down, stories that feel heavy, that weigh us down, that get in the way of truly moving forward. Habits we have been holding that we wish we could release. And what I want to do now is invite us all to take a few moments to just listen, to pay attention to our bodies and to our lived experiences. What feeling do we hold inside that we would like to let go of? And is there more? Is there a deeper layer? As you feel yourself in your body, what is something that you feel like you're ready to set down? Something you are ready to say, this has got to stop. Perhaps you've outgrown ideas about yourself, about your life, about others, about the world. Maybe something about which you've asked yourself or others have asked you, why are you still carrying that? By writing our intention on this paper candle and consigning it to the flames, we send our intentions up in smoke towards what some might regard as heaven. The smoke from what we let go of goes up and out and into the air, where it mingles with the smoke of what others are also releasing. This communion is both solitary, and whatever you write down might be for your eyes alone, or told to others if you choose. And it is communal in that we witness each other's decisions to let go of what we no longer need. Once you have that clarity, write it on your candle. I believe pens are going around the crowd, pencils, all kinds of things. Nobody has to see it except you and the universe. We will offer you a few moments for that reflection and writing. When you are ready, I invite you to take a moment to file forward and release your paper candle into the flames. And as it goes, feel yourself making this choice. Feel the weight of what has been holding you back in your body and in your spirit, and feel yourself letting go. When you are ready, feel the freedom as you move forward, taking this first step into the next phase of your life.
When the
Spirit of life and love, we let go of our burdens, sending them out into the universe. May they be transformed into the highest good for all concerned. In releasing what no longer serves us and in the hopes and aspirations for the future, we are held in this spiritual community. You are valuable. You are loved. You are important, and you belong here. Every single person in this congregation is a blessing. You are a blessing.